Welcome back to Braintree Today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis and you're watching BCAM TV. Now we'll be getting into our latest stories from the week. Free COVID-19 tests are once again becoming available to all U.S. households as the Biden administration unveils plans for potential coronavirus surges this winter. After a 3-month hiatus, the administration is making 4 rapid virus tests available per household through covidtest.gov. COVID-19 cases have shown a marked increase after the Thanksgiving holiday, and further increases are projected from indoor gathering and travel around Christmas and New Year's. A White House official said the new tests would come from the national stockpile, which still has reserves after the administration shut off the at-home testing program in September. Tests will begin to ship out as soon as December 19th. Boston area COVID-19 wastewater levels continue to surge in the days leading up to the holidays. Virus wastewater data has been the earliest indicator of COVID cases at the community level. Local levels have been going up for weeks, especially after Thanksgiving, and the data has continued to spike in the last week. As virus case counts keep rising, health officials are urging people to get boosters and flu shots, with flu activity being higher than usual this year. Public Health Commissioner Margaret Cook said in a statement, quote, "It's easy to get your flu shot along with your COVID-19 booster if you're eligible for one, and both vaccines are widely available," end quote. Health experts are warning that the tridemic is taking a serious toll on nurses at local hospitals and their patients. Flu, RSV, and COVID-19 are remaining high this winter season. Hospitals have been experiencing staffing shortages because many nurses left the profession during the pandemic. Experts say that one area that has been hit hard is the emergency department, where there are not enough beds for sick patients. In a statement, a Mass General Brigham spokesperson said, quote, "In terms of capacity, emergency department boarding is also a nationwide issue, resulting from capacity constraints at hospitals due to larger numbers of patients and sicker patients who are experiencing longer stays in the hospital. Making matters worse are staffing challenges at rehab and skilled nursing facilities, which limits the number of patients who can be discharged to these facilities when they are ready to leave the hospital," end quote. Although the state is not reporting daily COVID-19 health trends anymore, the Mass DPH is still monitoring and reporting health trends on a weekly basis. On December 15th, newly released metrics show that over 104,000 molecular tests were conducted and 8,391 new positive cases were reported in the last week. As of December 13th, 255 people are hospitalized in Massachusetts and 91 are in the ICU. 81 new deaths were also reported in the last 7 days. The town of Braintree also continues to monitor COVID data from the state. The town hall hasn't reported any new positive cases in the last week. The town hall website currently shows a total of 11,539 positive cases since the start of the pandemic. There have been no new fatalities reported in 8 months, keeping Braintree's total deaths at 137. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more after the break.
If you're 50 or older, it's important to stay up to date on COVID vaccines. Boosters greatly reduce your chance of severe illness, hospitalization, and death, and are an important defense, even if you've already had COVID. Schedule your appointment today at mass.gov/COVID-booster.
Welcome back. On Tuesday, December 13th, the towns of Braintree, Randolph, and Holbrook all came together at 300 King Hill Road in Braintree for the Tri-Town Water Treatment Plant groundbreaking ceremony. The groundbreaking ceremony took place at the location of where the new treatment plant will be built. Many local and state officials joined the ceremony to give remarks and take part in the first dig at the site, including Braintree Mayor Charles Kokoris, Randolph Councilor William Alexopoulos, Holbrook Town Administrator Greg Hanley, Senator Walter Timilty, and many more. Here's more from the mayor.
Interesting because at one point Braintree, Holbrook, Randolph were one community called Braintree. And it took the 3 communities in their foresight to come together again to create this Tri-Town water district. And it's interesting because this was back in the 1800s, and it was Chapter 217, 1885 and 1886, and the final piece of legislation was signed on June 3rd, 1886. And through this alliance, the three communities have been able to provide fire suppression and water supply to our residents for well over 120 years.
Today is a historic day for Randolph, Braintree, and Holbrook as we break ground. For more than 20 years, we have had countless meetings, endless discussions, and at times, heated negotiations. Each town has fought hard to create a new Tri-Town water district. Through many individuals and changes in town government for both Braintree and Randolph, we never lost sight of the ultimate goal, and that was building a new water treatment plant for all three communities that will provide clean, safe, PFAS-free water.
As I say, collaboration is the name of the game. Over 20 years this has taken place, and we're finally here where we're actually taking a shovel full of dirt to symbolize the efforts of people who have come before us and who are with us now, and we look forward to working with in the future.
Maria's restaurant in Braintree will reopen in early 2023 with a new name, new owner, and a few other changes. With a 4-0 vote at its most recent meeting, the town's license board approved the transfer of the business's liquor and restaurant license to Maria Trattoria Corporation. The restaurant, a fixture on Quincy Avenue for 72 years, closed temporarily in July, initially to give employees a chance for a vacation. When the popular restaurant remained closed, loyal customers took to social media seeking more information and tried to express their concerns about its uncertain future. Artie Kirianis, who ran the restaurant, said it remained closed while he was taking care of his father, Arthur, who was battling health problems. In August, they released a Facebook post where he also mentioned other issues such as rising food costs and lack of staff. Kirianis said he plans to stay with the restaurant during the transition, and previously purchased gift cards will be honored. The restaurant plans to open by the end of January. A father and daughter team from Braintree will dance together in Boston Ballet's contemporary production of Anthony Williams' Urban Nutcracker at the Shubert Theater. First presented 21 years ago, Urban Nutcracker will this year feature dancers Sabi Varga and Toby Tosin in the role of Drosselmeyer. A former soloist with Boston Ballet, Varga is new to Urban Nutcracker, but has quickly come to understand its appeal. Varga's 14-year-old daughter Sophie is playing both a soldier and a hoopette, joining her father in the 150-member company. Varga said Sophie is an all-honors student in junior high school and studies ballet at Walnut Hill School for the Arts in Natick. The Urban Nutcracker performances are at the Shubert Theater now through December 23rd. The Braintree Trash and Recycling Center released an article reminding residents that doors and windows are considered construction material, not household trash, so they cannot be placed curbside or dropped off at the recycling center. Also, trash and recycling carts need to have closed lids to enable proper collection. Overfull carts may result in rejection. In addition, with Christmas and New Year's Day both landing on the weekend, Braintree officials announced that trash pickup for the weeks of December 26th and January 2nd won't be affected, with pickup remaining on normal days. Though the drop-off center will have special hours on both Christmas and New Year's Eve, the drop-off center will be open from 7:15 a.m. to noon. Thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. We'll be right back with more stories in the area.
Stopping smoking, vaping, or using other tobacco or nicotine products takes time and courage. Calling 1-800-QUIT-NOW is a great first step. Get connected to a trained Quick Coach by phone or online. They'll share ways to curb cravings, handle life's big and small stresses, and tackle relapses with you. No lectures, no judgments. Reaching out and getting support can double your chances of quitting. So, take the first step. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or enroll online at mass.gov/quitting.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. Now let's get right into more stories. A Massachusetts woman will be charged with being under the influence of alcohol and drugs when she allegedly caused a crash that killed an off-duty police officer. Officer Michael D. Beal, a 35-year veteran of the Randolph Police Department, died on May 14, 2022, in a crash that occurred at 6:20 a.m. on Route 3 southbound near Derby Street in Hingham. Beal, a 61-year-old Norwell resident, was pronounced dead at the scene. Randolph police confirmed Beal was off-duty at the time of the crash. Plymouth County District Attorney Timothy Cruz announced that a grand jury last Friday returned the indictments charging Kaylee Davidson with manslaughter by motor vehicle involving both alcohol and drugs, aggravated assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, and assault and battery with a dangerous weapon on a person over the age of 60. Davidson is expected to be arraigned on the charges in Brockton Superior Court. Beginning next month, Massachusetts will adopt a curriculum designed to educate teens on the risks of driving while under the influence of marijuana. The current driver education curriculum addressing impaired driving will be updated to include information on cannabis, such as how THC, the active chemical in marijuana, affects cognition, vision, reaction time, perception of time, and distance. The new curriculum is targeted at the first generation of driver education students to be licensed after recreational marijuana became legal in Massachusetts. The curriculum is taught in part through a 25-minute video developed by AAA Northeast. Massachusetts driver's education is managed by the Registry of Motor Vehicles and requires all first-time drivers younger than 18 to complete 30 hours of classroom instruction, 12 hours of behind-the-wheel instruction, and 6 hours of observation, while another student is taking behind-the-wheel instruction. Weymouth native and former Sharon resident Francis Cadillac Frank Salemi, known as the once powerful New England Mafia boss, has died at the age of 89. According to the Bureau of Prisons online records, Salemi died on Tuesday while in a federal prison serving a life sentence for the 1993 killing of Stephen DeSaro, a Boston nightclub owner. Bureau officials did not respond to emails seeking more information on Sunday, but the agency's website states Salemi died on December 13th. Informed of the mobster's death, DeSaro's son Nick told WPRI-TV in Providence, quote, "The world is better off without him. Good riddance," end quote. Salemi's former attorney had a few comments as well, saying the former mob boss regretted a lot of the things he had done in his life, particularly the effects it had on his immediate family and the family of others. The Division of Fisheries and Wildlife has launched a program that allows hunters to donate wild game meat, specifically venison, to residents in need in response to the elevated level of food insecurity in Massachusetts. The Hunters Share the Harvest program allows hunters to donate whole deer to be processed into ground venison distributed through the Massachusetts Military Support Foundation's Food for Vets program. All deer donated must be legally reported and have a tag with a confirmation number, and will be inspected by a Mass wildlife biologist for evidence of proper field dressing and to ensure there are no signs of disease. Hunters who want to donate a whole deer that was field dressed and cooled in a timely manner can take it to Haskins Custom Butchering at 308 Silver Street in Hanover. Mass Wildlife said a donation of $25 will provide about 50 servings of meat for families in need. For more information or to donate, you can visit mass.gov/masswildlifehunters share the harvest. The Blue Hills Reservation is offering free programs to the public this month at its visitor center located at 840 Hillside Street in Milton. On Tuesday, December 20th, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., Raccoons Thieves in the Night will consist of a roughly 1-mile walk and talk with visual and tactile aids. Then on Thursday, December 22nd from 9 to 10:30 a.m., a lecture will be available on Baker's Chocolate, which was previously one of the largest private employers in Boston. The History in the Hills lecture is free to the public in a seated lecture with visual aids and artifacts for adults and accompany children ages 12 and up. Also on Thursday, December 22nd from 3 to 4 p.m., the State Department of Conservation and Recreation will hold Songbird Solstice, as the winter is a great time to get into birding because the bare trees make the birds easier to see, and the diversity of hardy and beautiful birds makes identifying them much easier. The program will include a short walk and talk and a bird identification program for birders of all ages. For more information on these programs, you can visit mass.gov/Blue Hills Reservation. Thanks for watching Braintree Today. We'll be right back with more in entertainment.
Hello, I'm Bill O'Donnell, Register of Deeds for Norfolk County. The holidays are a time of joy, but for some, a time of stress. We see firsthand at the Registry of Deeds the struggles of people when it comes to mortgage foreclosures. A number of families in the county struggle to put food on the table. Realizing that 1 out of every 9 Massachusetts households is considered food insecure, the Registry of Deeds continues to hold its annual holiday food drive to benefit struggling families here in Norfolk County. We are asking for your help in collecting non-perishable donations such as canned meats, soups, vegetables, breakfast cereals, pasta, spaghetti sauces, along with household paper goods. To make a difference this holiday season, all you have to do is drop off a donation to the Registry of Deeds lobby, located at 649 High Street in Dedham, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday. If you cannot get to the Registry of Deeds, please check our website at www.norfolkdeeds.org for a food pantry location in your community. Donations are needed throughout the year. Working together, we can truly make a difference. Thank you.
Welcome back to Braintree Today. This week in entertainment, here are some newly released holiday movie recommendations to watch this week. First in entertainment comes A Hollywood Christmas, telling the story of Jessica, a young and upcoming filmmaker and a successful Christmas movie director who begins living her own Christmas movie when a handsome network executive, Christopher, shows up. Now, Jessica must juggle all the classic tropes of romantic Christmas movies that she herself has created and dealing with the threat of her latest film production coming to a halt. You can watch A Hollywood Christmas on HBO Max. Next in entertainment comes A Christmas Story's Christmas, HBO Max's latest sequel to the 1983 A Christmas Story, following grown-up Ralphie back in his childhood home for the holidays after the death of his father. Ralphie promises his mother that he's going to make this Christmas a memorable one after his father's sudden passing, just like the one he and his family experienced nearly 40 years ago. You can watch Ralphie Comes Home on HBO Max. And finally in entertainment, Christmas with You tells the story of pop star Angelina, who decides to escape from her daily life as a music artist in order to connect more with her fans during the holidays. Angelina grants a young fan's wish to meet her and visits the small town in New York, where she not only finds the inspiration to revitalize her career, but also a shot at true love. You can watch Christmas with You on Netflix. That'll do it for news today. I'm Martha Konstandinidis, and thank you for watching Braintree Today on BCAM TV. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time.